heaven and showering blessings on me and me.
Be in this peace and tranquility.
Oh, man. I want to get out of line.
But why is this big milk truck in there?
What are you doing?
Oh.
Yeah. How far water? But that's not fun.
Yay.
Yeah. We should have got 2 carts like we started doing.
We should have.
If we find one, take it. I seriously love this comment. So sweet. I was making fun of my makeup and you actually want to know what I do. So I'm getting ready to go to my best friend's going away party. They're moving to Charlotte, so I figured I'd just bring you all along as I get ready. Just got these soft locks put in and I am literally obsessed, but they're so tight. So pulling that bun out actually was kind of painful, but we made it. Okay, but seriously, like, one more time for these soft locks. If you can't tell, I'm so obsessed. I think they're 30 inches. The girl she killed it. I don't always wear lashes, but I was showing you there my House of Lashes dark lash adhesive that I got from Target. I am going to go ahead and put on some wispies. These are the Kiss So Wispy full volume pompadour eyelashes. They come in like 5 pairs from Target, and I don't know, something about having the fresh hair. I was feeling myself. My skin is glowing. You know, I was like, yeah, we're gonna give the girl some lashes today. But that is definitely not an everyday occurrence, like, at all. But I started off with a Wet n Wild Photo Focus Matte Face Primer. I do the same thing all the time, seriously. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte in 365 Nutmeg. Must be a popular chocolate girl color because I promise every time I go to Target it is almost gone or gone. But yeah, I wear Maybelline Fit Me Matte and I have for years. This is also the Maybelline Fit Me Liquid Concealer. I'm using in this clip the 45 Toffee as kind of like my highlight shade, but I do use the 57 Walnut when I'm just like covering my actual skin tone or like trying to color correct or anything like that underneath my foundation. Okay, so my blush is Black Radiance Artisan Color Baked Blush in Brick House, and I'm using the e.l.f. Angled Blush Brush. Got both of those from Target. Really, all of this from Target, except that eyeshadow stick that I'm using is Sephora, I think. But the palette was ColourPop Pressed Powder Eyeshadow Palette in Feeling Toasty, and then this bronzer is, oh, what's it called? Darn it. Okay, it's the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, again from Target. I don't know which color I have. It's either the deep shade or the Endless Summer shade. I can't remember. But yeah, this is me trying to show you all of the different things I use. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Luscious Mascara in 701 Blackest Black. And then I also use the e.l.f. Expert Liquid Liner in Midnight. And then I finish it off with the setting spray from NYX. I think it's just matte finish setting spray. Oh, and yes, my Maybelline Lifter Gloss Plumping lip gloss in the color Ice. Just got those slides from Shein, and I did go ahead and decide to do something with my hair, even though I was really loving it down. I just did some twist backs into a ponytail, and at this point my friend was over because we were going to be riding together. It was a little bit of a road trip back up to Akron, where I'm from, so that's me talking to her in the background. So I hope this helped. I hope this is kind of what you were looking for. Not really a professional in the makeup space. I just do what I do. I like how it looks, and yeah, hope you enjoyed. Good morning, friends. It's been a while, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna record today. I have quite a bit of a long day ahead of me. I actually have no work meeting scheduled. Today is Friday, August 2nd. Actually, my 3rd year work anniversary. Shout out to me. But I have a hard deadline. Well, the hard deadline is coming up, but I have a deadline today in order to be able to do the things we need to do in between this deadline and the one on Tuesday, if you're following me. And you know, it's been a struggle. This particular task has been. It's like, you know, we have aspects of our job that we love. We have aspects of our job that aren't our favorite. This falls in the latter category. So I've been struggling, but you know what? I'm grateful today. I actually got a raise today. Thank you, Jesus. And yeah, I've just been reflecting on the goodness of God. This morning in my time in the Word and worship, I've just been sitting with the truth and the encouragement that we get from the Word of God and from worship. And I was actually just playing Sure Been Good by Elevation Worship. Love that song. Actually, I love pretty much the whole album, but something about singing about the goodness of Jesus will really get your perspectives in order, okay? So I haven't been super productive in the house, mainly because I've been glued to the TV watching the Olympics. I wouldn't say that's the only reason I've been unproductive, but regardless, I clearly need to get out the house. So I am going to pack up my stuff and go, I don't know where yet. I'm thinking library, just somewhere with some good vibes. Potentially a coffee shop. I don't know where we're going, but we're going somewhere because I'm going to be glued to the computer for the next however many hours it takes for me to get this done. So bring you guys with me. I went on a 3.5-ish mile walk this morning with my friend Summer. Shout out to her. Y'all, I have been walking a lot. I need to stop treating TikTok like YouTube. Like, this is not a hour-long vlog. Why am I talking so much to y'all? Maybe I'll take this over to YouTube. But I must say, I am proud of myself for just increasing my physical activity. I've been walking, like, honestly, on average 5 to 6 miles. Not every day, but most days out of the week. So, progress is being made. Love starting my morning with a walk with my friend. And now I didn't really sweat a whole bunch. I showered last night. I did sweat, but not enough for me to feel like I need to take a shower. Obviously a shower would be great, but I really think it would slow down my progress. So I'm just gonna wash my face because I get these lovely sweat bumps. Does anybody else get those? Like, it's like the minute sweat sits in my face for more than 30 seconds, my body is just like, oh, bumps? Sure. So to keep me from picking them, which I tend to do, hence the dark marks on my face, I'm trying to get away from that because the skin has been skinning lately. So I'm just gonna wash my face and then we're gonna head out and figure out where we're gonna go. Probably get a smoothie, you know, a little incentive to get down to business. You know, hey, what's $30? Let's just go home.
Is that what we said?
No. Here, don't you worry. I'll hold it.
Oh, ready?
Oh. got chills.
pull over, get somebody out.
You be acting real brand new for y'all. Good morning, everyone. Today is
Closing day.
no, it's not.
Walkthrough day.
Not yet. Yes, final walkthrough day. First of all, hi. If this is your first time to my channel, my name is Gabrielle. This is my husband, Luther. And we are about to close on our brand new house, which is so exciting. Not today. Today is actually the final walkthrough. What day is it? Let's start there. Tuesday, September 10th is the day. I honestly, y'all know how I do. I haven't recorded in so long. I had to find a battery this morning that was charged. Thankfully, I had some. I had to find a memory card. This camera was in my backpack somewhere. It was really wild, but we made it here. And this is actually our last full week. If all goes well, this is our last full week at his mom's house. So I will be trying to record a little more so you guys can see how we've been living for the last 2 months. It's been pretty great, wouldn't you say? It's been pretty nice, actually. So, but we are currently on our way to the house for our final walkthrough. I am so excited. So my understanding of this is that we get to just basically do a walkthrough of the house and mark whatever we see that's not, you know, like to standard, or if we see any errors, stuff they need to fix. My understanding is that's what today is. So our realtor will be there, and yeah, we got quite a drive from where we currently live. So we left early because I've only heard that the traffic is really bad in the mornings where we're moving. So just in case, we left a little early. So what has been going on? I feel like we should update them on life. Babe has a new car, which we're currently in. I guess it's not like super new anymore.
New enough.
Yeah, it's like a month, right?
I had one for a year, over a year.
Yeah, he has been, I don't even think y'all knew that, but he's been down a car since before we got married, really. And he had an old work van, but that thing gave up the ghost, so it was just sitting in our driveway. And then when we sold the house, we had to get it towed to his mom's place, but he ended up being able to sell that and get a new car. So that's what we're in currently. I was stuttering. That's so embarrassing. Wow. What I was trying to say was, it is a luxury to have 2 cars. I understand that full well. We were getting by with 1 car for sure, but to have 2, especially when like we both work full time and have our own stuff, so it's been great to have 2 cars again. How have you liked having a car?
I love it.
Yeah,
I love driving. I'm a free spirit, so I need to have my freedom to go.
life has been good, honestly. This time in between has been fantastic. The only hiccup we've had as of recent is with our closing date. We're hoping it doesn't have to switch, but it is possible that our closing date could get pushed back a little bit for things outside of our control. So we are just gonna flow with it and go with it, but hopefully not too much, because y'all know I am looking forward to being able to decorate for fall. I was actually really excited when we got our closing date about a month and a half ago. We got our closing date once they had the drywall up. I was so excited because it was September 16th, so it was like still enough time for us to decorate and have a whole fall season in the house. We'll put some videos in today. I'm probably just gonna do them on my phone, but basically there were certain design selections that were already made. Actually, all of the design selections were already made when we signed for the home. So that was the one thing they said, is if you want the unit that's going to be available September, October, you can't make any changes to the designs. We already made the selection. So I'm thinking like, oh, they'll make pretty decent basic selections, like no worries here. Turns out they chose laminate countertops, and I didn't even realize it. Not that it would have mattered if I caught it sooner, because again, we couldn't make changes, but I didn't realize it until they put it in. And y'all, babe can attest, when they have this like photo album app that they drop new photos almost every week, sort of kind of every week, on progress. When they drop them laminate countertops in the app, my day was ruined. The rest of my day, I did not recover, okay? I had to sleep on it because I was in disbelief that we are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for a home. And the best they could put in there was laminate countertops. And not even the cute ones. Not even something you would pull out of IKEA. I mean, they look like your basic old apartment laminate countertops.
Fast food restaurant.
Fast food restaurant laminate countertops. I was in shock, mortified. So we are probably gonna make some pretty, I wouldn't say significant changes to the kitchen. Nah, I'm gonna say significant. We're not like gutting it or anything like that, but I think the look of it is gonna be completely different once we get in there. They also chose espresso cabinets, and I am still debating whether I'm gonna try to live with the espresso. Babe is cool either way. He told me if I want to paint, we can paint, or we can try to live with the espresso. All of my Pinterest board photos, I will put some up here for my inspo. It's just warmer tones, lighter tones, woods. Like, it's just a different vibe. And espresso is just so dark and so decided. It's just very, it is. I'm just like, wow, that's such a stance. It's a bold stance. And the that floor is open concept, so it also feels a little bit limiting for what I can do in the living room. All this to say, the kitchen's probably another one that's gonna, yeah, it's gonna go through some changes, I think. We're thinking probably paint. The first thing I want to do in there is countertops, which are gonna be expensive. Hopefully not too expensive, but they are definitely not gonna be cheap. So that's first and foremost, and probably at the same time do the sink. And put a different sink in, because they also chose that super standard shallow silver sink. Yeah. So we may end up switching that at the same time, but
And I mean, honestly, I did like the sink and all that stuff, and like the plumbing side. Countertop might not be that hard to do, so
yeah.
probably gonna save a lot of money on labor.
Yeah, I was having a plumber husband. He can do this stuff. Listen, I'm counting every blessing. So that might save us a little coin on that stuff. But yeah, countertops and sink first. We'll live with it, see how we feel about it. Might then do a backsplash, because I don't think, we're gonna see today. I don't remember seeing a backsplash on the materials list. And our last set of photos, there was no backsplash. So I don't think they put one in. Which I don't mind, because when we rip the countertops out, they have that like lip that goes onto the wall. Why people do that, I will never understand. But so we may have had to rip the backsplash off anyway. So I'm kind of glad that's not there. But if it's there today, then we'll deal with it. I don't know. So all that to say, the kitchen's probably gonna go through some things, but we're excited. We're pretty sure we found the couch that we want. Hopefully it's still available. If you don't know how closing on a home works, you can't make any large purchases, and you also can't open any new credit lines or anything like that, or add more credit while you're going through the process, or else it ruins your numbers, it changes your numbers, and they could actually, I think, my understanding, they could pull your mortgage loan and say, no thanks, we don't want to deal with it. So we can't make the couch purchase beforehand, but that will probably be one of the first purchases too, possibly. Countertops, I think, is priority, but yeah. I don't know, I'm just blabbing because I haven't updated you guys in a while. So we've got 20 minutes until we are at the new home, and we're actually gonna be there 7 minutes early, which is exciting. So I will show you all what I can of the inside. So excited! Excited, babe?
I am excited.
Yeah!
Honestly, it's my first home.
Yeah! Oh, how does it feel?
Great. Feels very 30.
Feels very 30. Yes, I will agree. The home that I purchased before this was not this expensive, so this feels new to me too. I feel like, oh yeah, we're gonna be here for a while.
It was expensive.
Definitely definitely more expensive. Yes. This was cheap compared to the other homes we were looking at. So.
Better area.
Yes.
More space.
Yes.
Can appreciate more.
Yes.
New build, first owners.
Yes. We love a new build. So yeah, we're excited. Right, literally. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful life. I am curious. This is a good size thing. Until we get you a real one. Sometimes, see, this why you gotta, ladies, this why
Not a bad
you
thing.
love your husband and your husband is your best friend, but you need a best friend. Because if I call Kimberly Gill right now and show her these videos,
you want me to react like
we would be screaming at the top of our lungs.
Let me ask a question. Do you want me to react like your girl best friend? No, you don't.
For a moment, I'm not gonna lie. For a moment over this house, I thought we was both gonna shriek.
We are.
He said we are.
We will do that.
My shriek sounds a little different.
No, we will do that.
I know. No. I'm not shady. You're going left. I think we passed it already.
We passed it already. I think you said it's on Cleveland.
I mean, like, yeah, it's on this street, but yeah, the Sheets is down there. I always think expressway.
Oh,
down.
okay. I was like, I'm confused. What you mean?
Well, y'all, although that intro didn't go as planned, I came on to shriek. I won't actually shriek because I don't want to blow his eardrums out. But the level of excitement that is within me is like a pressure cooker. I was like, our contractor and our realtor were both there. Very nice, kind, white gentlemen. And I was like, let me keep myself together. Because I really wanted to show out. When we walked in, y'all, first of all, I've been creepily driving up to the house and just sitting outside because I'm too scared to ask them to let me inside. I just didn't want to be that home builder. And I think when we actually build a home, like a single family home, I probably will be more like that.
At that point, I'm gonna be tweaking every day.
Exactly. Yes. But for this one, it felt like I really don't want to get in their way. They had hard deadlines. You know, they're trying to get the whole building ready to go. So I just was like, I'm not going to do that. And like, for what? You know, I kind of like the suspense, the buildup of like, we've been having our photos sent to us. And then like, today was the first time really seeing it all together. Now I have to retract everything I just told y'all about the kitchen. Can y'all believe I really actually did not hate the kitchen? All right, we are back in action. And you know what, y'all? I cannot wait to get some new equipment. I am grateful for my G7X Mark II that has served me since 2018, but it is time. Was it 2018? I do think it was December of 2018 when I got this camera. And I don't know if it's my fault or the technology's fault, but it is giving up the ghost. It was saying I had something wrong with my memory card and wasn't nothing wrong with it, so I had to switch out to a new one. Anyways, I don't even remember what I was talking to y'all about. We was talking about the excitement of the house, and oh, we have something with the closing that almost stopped our closing date, but I think we figured it out to where our closing date is gonna stay the same. Honestly, overall, the process for building has been pretty smooth. We had a few hiccups toward the end that had nothing to do with like the builder and all that jazz. It was actually the sale of our home. We are still waiting for the refund check from the sale of that home, if you can even believe it. We've had so many issues with mail forwarding, and then they were sending it to the wrong address. The drama, child. But looks like everything's gonna work out for us to still be able to close on Monday. So today is Tuesday. I still have work to do today, so I'm getting set up so I can jump into some work. I had actually made a before we move list. It's usually how I process all the things that need to happen for a move, which sidebar, not completely, sidebar. We will not be moving for a while. Moving is a lot, especially when you're buying property. There's just so much paperwork and so much turning utilities off, turning them on, setting up new accounts, getting used to the new bill cycles, setting up Wi-Fi, like all of this stuff that is a blessing. Amen. Thank you, Jesus. I am not complaining. However, having to do that, like, let's see, in the last, let's just say 3 years, I've had to do it for 1, 2, 3. 3 times in the last 3 years. And I'm over it. Okay? I'm over it. Thank you, Jesus, for a place to stay. Thank you, Jesus, for a roof over our head. Thank you, Jesus, for our own property. Thank you, Jesus. But we will not be moving for a while, because I think we both just need a break from moving so much. So I was coming up with our before we move list, and there are definitely some items on there that need addressed. I am kind of thinking that we can go ahead and schedule the movers for the 16th, but I just want to kind of get our clear to close, because we technically still have yet to receive our official clear to close. So I feel weird booking movers for that day, and then they say like we're not closing on the 16th. So kumbaya, all the moving things. I'm actually kind of nervous about mail forwarding, because we still are not receiving our mail forwarded to where we are now. So I'm like, what does that mean for the new home? Because now at this point, we need another mail forwarding for the new home. And our mail is floating somewhere, or I don't know. We haven't located it. So, but that's the update. Generally speaking, I believe I would have already put in the clips of the house. Again, the excitement abounds, it overflows, it overwhelms. My office space actually surprisingly is a tad bit smaller than I thought. So I have to kind of rework my plans. I had a whole thing on like this wall here, and that wall is like half the size I thought, if that, maybe a quarter the size I thought. I just realized I have a meeting in 3 minutes. So I'm going to get my stuff together, get in work mode, and I will come check in with y'all in a little bit. Hello friends, it's several days later, and I was like, wow, I feel like I should give y'all an update. When did I have the camera? I think it was Tuesday, and then Tuesday ended up being rather emotional. Maybe I already filled y'all in on that. I really hope I filled y'all in on that, because I like vaguely remember doing that. But I'm currently at Target to get a few things that we need. Surprisingly, I wish I was saying that I was packing up and getting ready to move, and we technically still are, and we probably are still closing next week, but we are not closing on Monday as anticipated. And you know, I mean, I have to just be okay with it, because it's like, what can you do? We just have to be okay with it. But yeah, I'm a little bummed. Like, it worked perfectly in my work schedule to close on Monday. The timing is just great. I feel like I prefer the start of the week just because it's slower. Like, once I'm starting to get into Wednesday and Thursday, sometimes Friday, with my job, it just gets wild, and I don't want to be trying to like have fun with the closing and being excited with that, but then, you know, having to be distracted by work stuff. So I really just wanted to be able to focus on the move and on closing and not have to balance work at the same time. And then with Babe's health, you know, like I don't want to be juggling more than I need to be. So I think I'm like 99% sure that Monday is a no-go, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm hoping they either push it back to Tuesday, which would be so great, because we could still try to like get some moving done and I'm still off, so I wouldn't have to be super busy. If not, then I actually, although they're offering to close later in the week, I prefer, and then Babe wouldn't have to take off work if we do a Monday or Tuesday. So we may do the following Monday or Tuesday for closing. So slight delay, nothing major. We still thank you, Jesus. We're still grateful, we're still excited. Just a little delay. So I cleaned our room down to the studs, it felt like, today. I just needed that. Like sometimes when life gets crazy and like the workload just seems to pile up and the cleaning piles up and everything's piling up, like our room just had piles of clothes that needed to be folded and trash and just stuff, and I was like, nope, I'm not doing anything today until I get this room together. So I did clean the bathroom, clean the dishes, clean the kitchen. Obviously we're still at his mom's house right now, but it's like, you know, I just like to have this space nice for everyone. So vacuum the stairs. What else did I do? Clean our sheets, those are currently in the dryer. So yeah, I am feeling reset. I've definitely been on an emotional roller coaster this week. Just a lot of up and down emotions and a lot of like trying to transition well, but knowing that I've been having a hard time with transitions, honestly, in the last 5 years or so. And you know, it's just a lot. It's a lot to process, but I have been determined to find the gratitude, to lean on the Lord, to not allow the enemy to steal this season for us and damper it with a whole bunch of just gross feelings. Like, no, I am excited. I am literally ecstatic about this house. So ecstatic. I've been staying up actually probably to unreasonable hours to just be able to dream. And yeah, I've just been dreaming and pinning stuff on Pinterest and getting excited. Okay, I just got out of Whole Foods. I picked these up randomly. They just look good. And the what's it called? Nutrition facts did not sound bad. So yeah, they're definitely meant for something on top of them. I just want to say like hummus would be really good. I mean, they are pizza chips, so that makes sense. I wanted them to be good by themselves, but to be honest, I'm definitely gonna have to get something to put on top of them, because I think that's why the nutrition facts are so good, because it's like there's flavor, but it's faint. Definitely gonna need a dip with those for sure. I don't know how much I told you all about Babe being in the hospital last week and all that jazz, but him coming out of the hospital, he's got new medication and he's really trying to go vegan. The main thing, they didn't tell him he had to go vegan. They just told him to increase his plant-based protein and just plant-based in general, and low sodium. That's really the main one, is less sodium. But I don't know if y'all know this, sodium in everything is really out of pocket. Like, have you ever read the nutrition facts on stuff before you buy something? It actually is kind of scary, the amount of salt that's in everything. Like, I got frustrated today because I was trying to pick him up some low sodium soup, and I'm like, oh, I've seen low sodium soup before. Like, I'm sure there'll be a whole section of low sodium soup. Child, the heart healthy low sodium, or they can't even say low sodium. I noticed they were saying lesser sodium and a lot of the ones in Target, and I'm like, what does that mean? Turn it over. Lesser sodium just means like still so much sodium, just, you know, might not kill you as fast as the other one. It just is like, oh my gosh, it's crazy how like certain health things, when they're brought to your attention, you're like, oh my gosh, you just look at food very differently. And so that's kind of the season that we're in right now, is like completely reassessing how we look at food. We are definitely some eat outers. We love to eat out, but the doctor was just really talking us through how like stuff is cooked and made and how so much sodium is in things. She said frozen food, which makes so much sense, but frozen foods have really high sodium to keep the food. And it's like, oh my gosh. So yeah, frozen foods and eating out are kind of, well, have been in the past, kind of our defaults. And so yeah, we're just kind of reassessing. And of course, once we get into the new house, that'll help a lot for us to just be able to start fresh, have fresh groceries, fresh produce on the regular, meal prep, like really start to cook more, and cook things that are like really good for him. But I just got him some stuff that he asked for, so I did decide to just go to Whole Foods, because I know their options are probably a little better, and they were. I was at Target previously, I told y'all. So yeah, they just had more options. So I was able to get him a few garden vegetable soups. One is like a spicy jambalaya, and then I got another one that was like a chili, some kind of chili, but they all had like more reasonable sodium counts. Still a lot if you ask me, but a little more reasonable than any other things that I was seeing. So got him those, got him some arugula, kale, eggs. I got him a big pack of eggs because he's been eating a lot of eggs. Mushrooms. I think that's all I got him. And then I got myself some Honeycrisp apples, although they're really for both of us because we've been smashing down on some Honeycrisp apples. So we're probably gonna see a shift in us as we kind of like go on and get into the new house. But I'm kind of excited about it. Like, at first it was kind of like, whoa, this is gonna be a lot, but I can tell it's gonna be manageable. Now our grocery bill will probably be a little bit higher than what we're used to, because unfortunately the healthier foods, they want to charge like double what anything else would cost. But it is worth it. I kept telling myself that in the store, like, I don't care how much we have to spend, or like if we got to pick up doing some DoorDash, some Uber on our off days, it's worth it for his health. Seeing your loved one, your husband even, in the hospital is just never, like, it'll really shift you. It'll shake you to your core. And I think this last situation even shook him to his core, and it was just like, okay, wake up call. We've got to do some things differently. So, and y'all, I just keep having this like wishful thought in my head. Maybe it's my like pseudo grieving process, but I would love for them to just be like, you know what, you can still close on Monday, it's fine, we'll just clear you to close. I just want to be in the house, y'all. I just want to be in there. It is nothing, it is no shade, no tea, no nothing. It's just like, it's time, you know? And I just don't want to delay our new routine any longer. It's like this weird limbo of just like, the house is ready to go. Literally, the builder almost handed us the key on Tuesday and was like basically about to give us the key, and I was like, yeah, maybe we should wait till closing. I didn't say that. He actually ended up saying, I'll hold on to it. But my point is, like, literally it is time. It's just the reality that I'm ready to settle in. Like, I'm just ready to put my stuff where it goes, you know? I'm just ready to like start to envision the spaces and make them our own and just like be settled. We haven't been settled for a minute. So I don't know, I'm just yapping at this point, but it's been a while, so y'all are just getting all the tea. So I'm gonna head home because some of these groceries need to be in the fridge. So yeah, that's my check-in. Sun's going down. It's very beautiful, and I don't know what my evening's gonna look like. Lord knows I need to do some more work, but we'll see when we get home.
What's up? Here, got off work. We're gonna do some corn. About to go play basketball. Peace out.
Hello friends. Man, it's been at least 2 weeks maybe since the last clip. I don't know, maybe a week. But I'm currently at Cane's. Yes, I am eating everything I shouldn't be eating, but it's fine. I'm back to personal training next week. I am so large, y'all. I have so much to catch y'all up on. I've been hinting at it on my other socials if you follow me anywhere else, but yeah, I am in desperate need of a reset. You know, I am a routine girl, and I need my home, I need my space, I need to just get back to my regular gig. So I'm giving myself grace because we've been dealing with a lot. Because I can't remember what I've told you in other clips, I'm just gonna give you the full spiel while I eat. So kind of mukbang style. Does everyone have Cane's, by the way? Like, do you have Cane's where you are? I will say Cane's gets dragged all the time on social media because it is basically just your average fried chicken tender. The problem is the sauce. That's why we come. The sauce, also the combo of the Texas toast, like, it's just all together. It really does a thing to you. So so it's currently 3:56. I was supposed to be getting work done all day, packing, taking a few things to the storage unit. I had things to do today. What had happened was, basically, I got sleepy. The rain has been raining since Sunday, last Sunday. I don't know, I just got tired. So I laid in bed, edited a few TikToks, and here we are. At least I have my list of what I need to do. So that's a start. But I need to get a move on because my husband comes home from work at 6 or around there. And he's gonna be looking at me like, girl, why is nothing done? Like, why is nothing packed? You've been off all day. So we're gonna eat, recharge ourselves, catch up, and then we'll go get some work done. So I really think I'm just gonna close out this vlog and then start a new vlog of like actually moving. So this is my closeout to the vlog that I have no idea what's on there because it was 2 weeks ago. Because I thought at that time that we were moving out and moving into our new place on the 16th. But when it got closer to time, it was very clear we weren't going to be closing. Which is weird because we had done our final walkthrough of the condo the week before. Everything was looking great. They had a few things to fix, but assured us like everything would be addressed. And nothing would delay our closing. So we thought everything was peachy keen to close on the 16th. But our lending company kept saying they were still waiting on some paperwork and different things from the builder in order to clear us to close. So basically that Friday before the 16th, my lender reached out and was just like, hey, there's like no way that we can get you prepared to close on Monday. We don't even have some of the things that we've asked for from your builder. I was so upset because I had like literally taken off that Monday and Tuesday, like moved my work schedule around. Everything was ready to go. My husband's off Mondays and Tuesdays. So it made sense. And obviously all that preparation, like you just want it to go to plan. So when not only were they saying you're not closing, it was also giving like, we don't know when you'll be able to close. I was like, what? Also, we were dealing with the added pressure of the fact that Luther had been in the hospital 2 weeks prior to our closing, or the week before our closing. Was rather scary. Just follow me. I took him to urgent care. From there, the doctor ran tests, took his blood, and said take him over to the main campus, the main hospital. So I was like, oh my gosh, okay. They were talking, they just wanted to keep him overnight. Then yeah, he just wasn't coming home. Like every day, another day would pass and he was still at the hospital. So obviously it was rather scary. They couldn't get the numbers that they wanted from him. Sounds like I'm being discreet. I am. It's because my husband tends to be a rather private person, so I don't want to just air his stuff out. But it wasn't looking great. His numbers kind of came into alignment a little bit, so they sent him home. But he had to do medication regimen and all this stuff. So we were getting hit like hard. It was like his diet had to change immediately. His medication had to change immediately. It was like all this stuff. His body was still recovering. And I was like a fish out of water because I'm like, I've just never had to deal with stuff like this. So I didn't know what to do. I was just trying to be a supportive wife, get as much together, you know, that I could handle. And yeah, we were just out here. So obviously we were ready to get into our house ASAP. So closing day comes and goes. We didn't hear an update or like, hey, what's the plan? The builder was still taking their sweet time, talking about, we'll get back to you later. What is later? What does that mean? They were just not being communicative at all. It was very disappointing. And I finally had to put some bass in my voice, respectfully, but was like, hey, because I'm like, why are y'all treating our home purchase like a DoorDash order? Like, oh, rerouting. No, excuse me. We're about to drop some serious money. This is not a McDonald's order. Like, please show some respect and like treat this like you care about the fact that we are closing on a house. I think once we're in and get settled, I'll do like a full debrief of the process, because man, it was interesting. Not horrible, but interesting. So once I put a little bass in my voice a couple times this past week, because we still were waiting on our closing date, so now we're pushing 2 weeks. So they finally start acting right and responding and getting us the information we need, getting the lending company the information that they need so that we can close. And everything came together. And on Thursday, we got the notice that we were cleared to close from our lender. So obviously, so excited. I could have cried. I'm actually surprised I didn't cry. Did I cry? I don't know if I cried, but I was so happy. We both were. Our parents were. Like, it's exciting. It's an exciting time to really think like, this place I've been dreaming about and doing a Pinterest board for and all this stuff, like we finally get to live there. Like, it's gonna be our home. And honestly, I think my husband's health struggles the last month in particular have just made me extra grateful for this, that we are able to do this. Like, we had to make some sacrifices. I'm not gonna act like we were living like super stringent. Like, we love to eat and eat out, and unfortunately it was hard at times to like get groceries because we didn't want to fill up his mom's fridge and take all space from her. And it felt like every time we went grocery shopping, like the freezer and the fridge would be full, and so it just got it got awkward. It was more so in my head than anything overthinking it. So it was so much more easy to and convenient to just grab something to eat, hence the weight gain though, because I mean, obviously it wasn't always a bad choice like Cane's today, but you know, fast food is fast food. Like, it's not the best for you, even when you eat salads and whatever. Like, trust me, it's still not the greatest. So we really did make some sacrifices, and I'm so proud of us for the money that we saved, and still got to do a little bit of fun things for the summer. But like, now we just get to settle in. Now we have a little bit of money to like get furniture and just make it our home. And I just can't wait. I just keep picturing all the people we invite over, and we're already planning probably a OSU Michigan watch party and like just stuff like that you dream of being able to do. We are really in a position now to be able to do it and feel comfortable about having people in our house in a way that we just weren't with the old house. So very happy and very grateful for so many of you for sticking around, even though like obviously I thought I would be recording this season a little bit more of like our in-between, but honestly like it had its really great moments, it had some tough moments, and also like recording in somebody else's space, like in his mom's home, like she don't want to be on camera, and like she may not want her whole house on camera. So I was trying to be respectful too in a lot of ways, hence why I'm in my car most times when I record. I didn't get to do the whole, you know, like play-by-play of this whole 3 months that it ended up being in between us selling our home and moving into our new one. But I am grateful I was able to capture something. Like, it's gonna be crazy to look back and think, wow, in our 30th year of life, this is what we were doing. Like, this was totally, y'all, I don't know if I've said this before, but buying a new home was not on our 2024 bingo card. I mean, honestly, even when things got hard at the house, we were still talking like maybe in 3 years, like maybe 3, 4, 5 years. And the Lord just opened up a window. I took a leap. It all started with me just asking whether or not I was even allowed to move out because of me using the Grants for Grads program. I thought like I was stuck in the house for 5 years. And literally the moment he said, no, you can move, like you can sell it as long as you stay in Ohio, you don't have to pay the money back, that unlocked a whole new world. And if you haven't figured this out about me yet, I am very much a doer. Like, I'm a solution-oriented person. So if there's something that's an issue or needs fixing or can be fixed, I'm gonna figure out a way to do it. I try not to be impulsive about it, which I don't think in most cases that I am impulsive with it. I'm just like, if there's a path, I'm on it, you know? Like, I don't sit around on stuff or like think, oh, that's a good idea, we should do that, for too long. If the Lord opens the door, even if he cracks it, I'm gonna walk through it. I'm gonna bust that door open. And this time it really worked in our favor, truly. This is getting awkward because people are now pulling up beside me. And I don't want anyone watching me while I eat or while I record. I'm a little shy. The sodium in this meal is probably bananas. I'm excited to have the added motivation back of working with AP, my old personal trainer. He's just fantastic and he motivates me super intensely, and his workouts worked for me before. I lost 20 pounds, I think, in total when I worked with him before, which was almost my goal. I looked great, I felt great, so we are going back to that. I just feel like this is gonna be a new era of me. I feel like I'm about to have a whole new personality. The area I'm most excited for in the new house, beyond the kitchen, actually beyond the living room, is my office. Y'all, the ideas that I have, and I'm like really gonna get back to hobbies. Like, I am, well, I used to be a hobby girl. Like, I sat down and thought about it the other day because I was getting carried away on, like hobbies on TikTok and watching people like crochet and all this stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, I used to crochet, I used to stitch, I used to scrapbook, and I'm not talking about like scrapbook. My aunt had like the rolling bag of scrapbook stuff, like the machines. Like, we used to go to scrapbooking parties. Like, I'm very much scrapbooker. Like, I went home about a month ago and found all these scrapbooks that I had done, still at my parents' house. I'm like, I'm really a creative girl. Like, I was the one doing the most for school projects. Like, Pat Catan's, which was our local craft store in Akron, knew me by name. Not all the workers, but quite a few of them. I'd be like, you again, school project? Or I was in there creating my own spirit wear. I created all my spirit wear and stuff at school for pep rallies, senior events. Like, I need to get back to her. Like, my brothers and I are so artistic, grew up that way. Painting, making plays, making instruments, like reading, writing, all of it. So I am getting back to that, and I'm so excited. Reading has definitely been one that is top of mind. So I've been following Book Talk and also Kyra Stewart. Love, love, love her book content. She actually single-handedly, I think, is getting me back into reading. I'm on Libby right now, actually listening to 2 audiobooks. Viola Davis's memoir and Will Smith's memoir. or autobiography, whatever you want to call them. And I'm loving the option of audiobooks to get me started. I went to Barnes & Noble the other week and got Barnes & Noble card, and also 2 books to get me started. I'm gonna have my little home library in the office. I'm bringing back my scrapbooking and journaling. I might try junk journaling. That sounds fun. I definitely want to relearn crochet. Like, we're getting back into the hobbies. If you see me painting, don't be surprised, okay? I love puzzles. I was also like, I should get a Lego set for myself because it's like puzzles on steroids. Like, she's coming back. I do feel a little bit like I have lost myself to some extent over the last couple years. Since graduating college especially, I have just felt like, who the heck am I? But we're getting back. We're getting back to the things that made Gaby many moons ago, before I ever had any degrees. And I'm just pumped. And I hope y'all are pumped to be around for the journey. So I've talked those heads off enough because I know I have other content to add to this video. So I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna finish up. Actually, I'm almost done basically with my cane. So I'm gonna finish up, listen to more of my audiobook. Here, I'll show you guys just in case you want to see real quick. Okay, so this is the Will Smith one. You've probably seen that book before. I actually am wondering like if I'll end up buying one of these for my actual home library. But yeah, and then Finding Me.
And then walked up to the main.
Finding Me, Viola Davis. So those are the 2 that I'm listening to right now on Libby. Libby is a free audiobook app. You can put in your library card and get access to audiobooks just like you would library books. It's actually really great. You get 21 days to listen to them and finish them. So I'm excited. Saying that I've got chapters down on books that are not for academic reading feels like a win. Like, this is who I used to be. I'm getting back to her and I am so excited to bring you guys along for the journey. So the next vlog that I'm literally going to start as soon as I hang up with this one is the moving vlog. So moving in, I should say, vlog. So stay tuned if you're excited. If you're interested in home content, a lot of my next stuff will probably be a lot of home content and decor and unboxings and all that kind of stuff. So if you're interested in that, stick around. With that, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.